When my grandma died, I jumped out.
What's up, guys? This is Jay Young 2 here. This is my first YouTube video. I'm excited for an opportunity to give my opinion on basketball, something that I'm really passionate about. I love watching basketball, playing basketball, and just learning more about the game. But I'll be making basketball content weekly. Subscribe for more great content, and I hope you enjoy. Anyways, a lot of people have been talking about Duke basketball this year. Of course, they have the top 3 prospects in the class of 2018, and possibly, of course, Zion will probably end up a top 3 pick in the draft. Same for RJ Barrett, but a guy that nobody really talks about, Cam Reddish, he could possibly be in there too. Right now, Cam Reddish is kind of struggling at Duke right now. He's only averaging 12.8 points, only shooting 35% from the field and 34% from the three-point line at Duke, but he's still showing potential to be a great NBA player. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I think Cam Reddish could possibly be an NBA and All-Star. Number 1, the future. Right now in the NBA, 3 and D guys have found success in this era of basketball. Guys like Paul George, Robert Covington, Trevor Ariza, and Klay Thompson are just a few examples of guys who've found success in this era of basketball, and they could pretty much fit on any NBA team. But the guy who I really want to talk about is Paul George. Paul George is having a career season. He's averaging career highs in just about every category. But the reason why I mentioned Paul George is because I think Cam has the potential to be similar to Paul George. They both have similar playing styles, which has made Paul George into the player he is today. Just about every championship team or contender has 3 and D guys. Most notably, the Golden State Warriors with Klay Thompson, who will finish his career as one of the greatest shooters in NBA history. But I think if Cam has the right approach to the game, he can be on this list of good players. Number 2, insane potential. Cam is a combo guard. He's a good spot-up shooter, but he can be streaky from the three-point line. He can create his own shot, finish at the rim. He's a decent playmaker, finding the open man, and he's a pretty decent defender, leading the team right now. Steals. He also has a 7'1" wingspan, which makes it easier for him to guard defenders and just be a better overall presence on the basketball court. And it makes him more versatile on the court. He could guard multiple positions, and it makes him somewhat of a cheat code because he can get easier layups. He can shoot off bigger defenders, but he's more of a mid-range shooter. He can create his own shot off, of course, the mid-range shot. He only attacks the rim when he feels it's necessary to do so, but for the most part, like I said before, he's just constantly creating his own shot from the mid-range. But if he continues to develop his skills, I think he can potentially be an NBA All-Star. And number 3, his approach to the game. Cam was to be described somewhat of an introvert. He's very quiet, doesn't show a lot of emotion on the basketball court. But his former assistant coach and former NBA player Penny Hardaway said Cam is probably the best overall talent here if he brings it every time he's on the floor. Even though his overall work ethic isn't the best, which can be somewhat of a red flag for anyone, I think the game comes natural to him. Overall, I think if he has the right mindset, he puts in even more work in the gym, he gets stronger and bulks up. His potential on the offensive end is really great, but also on the defensive end, I think his potential on the defensive end could be endless. With a guy with that skill set and that body frame, he can do just about anything on the court. He's somewhat could be guys like Giannis, of course, Paul George, the guy I think he's mostly similar to, but I think he has potential to be even greater than Paul George. But what do you guys think? Do you think Cam Reddish could be a potential NBA All-Star, or will he just be a bust? Anyways, subscribe for more great basketball content, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next week. Peace.